So I've been thinking about this for a minute, and I'm just going to say it. I feel like nudity in America entertainment has gone too far. And I know people are going to have opinions about that, but I'm going to stand on this hill. Because for me, this isn't just about, oh, I don't like it. It's deeper than that. Come, follow me. So, what's really been bothering me? Glad you asked. I feel like nudity has become so normalized that nobody is even questioning it anymore. Like, it's expected. And I'm sitting here like, do we need all of this? Do we really need it? Because to me, a lot of times, it feels like a lazy way to show intimacy. Instead of building connection, instead of showing emotions, instead of actually directing a scene with intention, it just feels like, all right, take your clothes off. And I'm like, that's not intimacy, that's just exposure. Well, obviously they're gonna look like they have chemistry if they're taking their clothes off and kissing, duh. Now, let me be real about my boundaries first, because I'm not just saying like everything is bad. I do think there's a boundary. Like, okay, men showing their upper body, that's been normalized and okay. You know, you see them walking down the street, right? But when it comes to full nudity, especially full body exposure, I don't think that needs to be on display. I don't even think women's upper half should be displayed. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. Why is it that most of the time it's women being fully exposed? Let's think about it. Let's think about it. Let's think about Hollywood. Let's think about it. If you actually sit down and think about what you watch, you've probably seen way more women completely naked than men, or way more of their boobies than men. And that says something. Because now it's not just about art or storytelling anymore. It starts to feel like who is being shown, who is being exposed, and who is being consumed, who is naked. And I don't like that. I don't like that. For example, let's talk about the actors, because this is the part that really gets me, because they're the one who's getting exposed. Do actors go into Hollywood thinking, I might have to show my whole body on screen one day? Like, is that just part of the job now? Because if it is, that's actually kind of scary. And yeah, I know there are intimacy coordinators now, and I will say props to them, because they help guide scenes, make these less awkward, and protect actors in the moment. But even with that, do we need to be in that situation in the first place? I feel like something is off. Because at the end of the day, once that scene is filmed, once it's filmed and did like editing, all that U-Haul and stuff like that, it's out there on the internet forever. Your favorite actor or actress's body is out there. Anybody can look it up. And that's what makes me uncomfortable. That's what makes me uncomfortable, because these are real people. And there's kids looking up to these people. And there are more than that, because they also have kids. They're not just characters, or they may have kids later on. And this is where it gets personal for me. Like, imagine having a child and they said they want to be an actor. Why should I feel nervous about that? Why should I have to think about, what if they're pressured into doing something like that? And they will think it's normal. Because yes, some people agree to it, some people are okay with it, but there are some people who aren't. Some people feel pressured, some people get convinced, and I just feel like, no, actually, do we really have to go that far? Shouldn't we be protecting actors? Because we have the authority as the audience and the fans. We have the authority. We get the cancel, we get the rise up to the top. They're human at the end of the day, not just content. So let's start thinking about that. Let's start thinking about that. And from a directing standpoint, this is where I stand the most. To me, directing is about emotion, tension, connection. How do I convey this story that they trust me with in the best possible way, right? How do you make the audience feel something without showing everything? And I've seen this done so well in dramas from other countries where they don't rely on nudity at all and the intimacy still hits the same. Watch Pursuit of Jade. Watch that, because it's built. It's not just shown. I feel like we're so good at this in American dramas. It's just showing everything to convey something. I don't think you need to show everything. You don't. And for me personally, I do follow Jesus Christ. So it's one of those things where, do we really have to put these people in a situation just so they can be entertained? You know, that is something that needs to be out there, because I believe in modesty. I believe in respecting the body. I believe loving each other. And I just, like, you know what kind of situation you're building when you put your actor in a situation where their whole body is going to be exposed. Like, we take Cindy Sweeney. Take her situation. That girl could probably act, but most of the time people are talking about her body. Your body is not just something to be displayed to the world like that. It means something. And I feel like entertainment has moved so far away from that idea that it's just, we are not actually creating. We're taking things that are popular or taking things that are in this day and age and just putting it on the screen so people can feel better about themselves. Like, let's be honest here. Let's sit down and be honest. Was nudity popular back in the day on TV shows and movies? Was it possible for a kid to turn on the TV and be like hit with, oh, I might see a butt. I might see a butt. I might see some hoo-has. I might see some hoo-has. Was it possible? So yeah, I do think we have a nudity problem. Not because bodies are bad. Don't get me wrong about that. Don't get me wrong. It's your body, whatever. But because we normalize exposure to the point where we don't question it. We don't protect people and we don't ask if it's really necessary. Like, yeah, I'm just a nobody. But I'm also an audience, and I know these type of things. I just feel like we can tell powerful, emotional, beautiful stories without going that far. Like, I'm challenging directors to do this. Please, just like challenge yourself. Do I really need this? But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think nudity in entertainment has gone too far, or do you think it's a part of the industry now? And be honest. Do you think it adds to the story? I'm not here for judgment. I'm here to know what you think. Or do you think sometimes it's just unnecessary? Like, I heard from actresses saying they hate doing intimate scenes. I heard from even in the comments on some video where they just say they don't need the intimacy or to show it because it's uncomfortable for them. It's uncomfortable for the audience. I was about to say something, but then I was like, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to. Anyway, with that being said, I just find this very fascinating. Yeah, I'm gonna leave now. Bye.